Hey Virgo, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Alright, so this is going to be your October monthly spread. So let's see what's going on for you guys. Alright, what is happening in the month of October for the sign of Virgo? What is happening for the sign of Virgo in the month of October? Alright guys, let's see what's in your cards for this month. Past, present, and future. Here we go. Okay. All right, guys, let's see what's going on here. So the energy that you have, beautiful. You guys have the Six of Wands. This is feeling victory over a situation, okay? With the Sun card in the reverse, this could have been something that you guys found out about that was unexpected. This could have been something that came into your life that was unexpected. This could have been you falling for someone you didn't expect to fall for, or vice versa, someone that you didn't expect to fall for you, they fell for you. But overall, something unexpected that happened that you see it as a victory. For some of you, it could be business, okay? So you could be building something in business. For others, there could just be something that you are building, you know, any sort of relationship. Maybe you're building within a new job, okay? So let's get into the spread and see what's going on. Okay, so the first card that you guys have for the past is the Five of Swords. Okay, so with the Five of Swords, there's some sort of conflict happening here. This could be conflict within yourself. This could be conflict with someone else or a situation. Let's see what's going on. Three of Swords in the reverse. So with the Three of Swords in the reverse, usually it's when we're hurt over something, but we're trying to play it off like we're not. So there can be a lot of conflict in the past where it's like you're kind of downplaying the pain that you may feel in the situation. Or there may be conflict with you possibly trying to forgive someone for something, or them trying to forgive you for something, and it's just you're having a hard time doing that. Okay? For a small portion of you, this also could have been conflict over a third-party situation in love. Okay? But we have the Four of Wands here. So there's conflict, you know, there's you guys being in your feelings about something, but you're trying your best to build your stability in the situation. But there's a huge sense of guardedness, or for some of you, some financial problems, okay? The next card you guys have for the past is the Nine of Swords. All right, so with the Nine of Swords, you're really in your head about what this is. The Nine of Swords, this is something that we put on ourselves in a sense. This is, you know, anxiety, mental anguish. Just really losing sleep at night, thinking too much about a situation, creating all these stories and scenarios that most likely aren't even going to happen, but, you know, that's what we think about. And there's a toxic situation here that you guys are dealing with. For some of you, you could have been dealing with the Capricorn. For others of you, it was just something super toxic that you were worried about. And it involved something in the past, okay? So you're very conflicted with the past, something that was just very, you know, toxic for you. And there was a huge loss that you felt, possibly over something that you wanted to last for the long term, but it ended. Or you didn't let it, you know, you didn't let it begin, rather. The last card you guys have for the past is the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's a sense of imbalance here. You could be putting more effort into a situation than someone else, or vice versa. With the Hierophant, for some of you, this could have been around a marriage. For others of you, this could have been a situation where you felt very imbalanced, but you just want to take the high road. You want to do what you know is morally the best thing to do. All right, Ace of Wands. So there could have been a new start here, but you're still kind of in this place of rest and stagnation. But there's something new starting, okay? But you guys are just in your head about something that you're conflicted about. Whatever this new start is, you know, it's something that's really good. You have the Wheel of Fortune here where your life does take a new turn, but it's kind of like, you know, you get something and you lose something, because with the Eight of Cups, you're moving away from someone or something that you're emotionally invested in. But the cards are saying that that was a very good thing, and that is going to propel you to a better situation. Okay. Now, the first card for your present moment is the the Two of Swords. So with the Two of Swords, you're between a rock and a hard place. You're trying to make a decision here between two things. And this could be revolving around someone that you cut off or someone that cut you off. But there's a communication here that's not happening. And maybe that's what you're thinking about. Maybe you're thinking about communicating with someone, but you're not sure if you should. Because part of you feels like there's unfinished business here. Part of you may feel that you need closure in a situation. And I say it all the time that closure isn't necessary. When someone makes you feel a way that you're uncertain about yourself, or you don't feel good about a situation, or you just feel really sad, or you talk to them and it feels like they drain you of energy, if you feel that way, there's no need for closure. Closure should be in the negative feelings that you have when you interact with this person. But there is some sort of closure that you guys feel that you need, or maybe someone finished business with something in the past. But the communication's not happening here, okay? For some of you, it could be with the water sign as well. All right. Now, the next card that you guys have for the present moment is the Four of Cups. So there may be something that you're waiting on that's not coming back into you, an offer that you may have put out for somebody, but they haven't taken it, or vice versa. But it's something that you're working on here with the Eight of Pentacles. And with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, you may just decide that this is something that you may need to drop. Or maybe you're just very, very focused. Because with the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, this is focusing on one thing. Okay? Prioritizing yourself and really focusing on what you feel is more important and really working on it. And there seems to be something that you're really standing your ground with here. Now, the next card we have here is the Emperor in the reverse. So for some of you, you may be dealing with an Aries, but the Emperor in the reverse is someone who's fake, someone who's wearing a mask, and they're not truly honest about who they are. Ace of Swords. So the Ace of Swords is all about a new start, but it's not just starting something new. It's a new start after a very conflicting situation where you have to cut out negative things. You have to cut out what didn't work for you. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So yeah, there's a situation that you're cutting out. Either you guys were being fake towards someone, or they were being fake towards you, but there's a start here, something that could have happened, but you're cutting it out. Okay? And, you're at a point where secrets are out, everything's on the table, you're seeing clarity in the situation, and you're choosing to cut it. The first card that you guys have for the future is the Ten of Wands in the reverse. So you're letting go of this burden, okay? You're releasing any sort of heavy weight that was attached to this. You're walking away from someone. All right? Cards are saying that's the best thing you guys could have done. So far, I see a lot of you guys just really clearing out somebody that wasn't good for you, or maybe a job that wasn't good for you, okay? And you're kind of just taking a break. You're in a place where it's just like, all right, I had to cut the situation out. It wasn't easy for me to cut it out. I was between a rock and a hard place trying to decide if I should cut this out. And I'm going to take a break, and I need to think about what's the best option for me before moving forward. Because you guys are feeling lost. The next card you have for your future is the Two of Wands in the reverse, where you're not sure how to move forward. You're not sure which path to take. All right? There's something here that didn't start, or there could be something new that is possible for you to start, but you're kind of withdrawn from it starting. Maybe you don't feel emotionally ready to get into something new just yet. Five of Cups. Yeah, you guys are still feeling a loss with whatever it was that you left behind. Okay. But you know what, guys? With the Justice card, this is something that had to happen. And it's something that it may look like a bad thing, but it's really clearing energy for something new to happen. And guys, change is uncomfortable sometimes, but that's how you know good things are going to come into your life. If something didn't work, trust the universe on, why it took it away from you. The next card that you guys have here is the Queen of Cups. So for some of you, there is going to be a water sign that's very significant for you. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Let's see what's going on with this water sign. Knight of Cups in the reverse, okay? So you might be dealing with a water sign who is unreliable, maybe slightly promiscuous. Queen of Swords in the reverse. So there's going to be a situation here. Maybe for some of you, there's a water sign involved or an air sign involved. The Queen of Swords in the reverse is someone who's already in a bad situation, but she or he makes it worse for themselves because of how they look at the situation or because of how they think about the situation, okay? Or maybe things that they say towards the situation. But there's manipulation here, okay? There's unhappiness here. And we do have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So the only thing I'm going to tell you guys with this card is, you know, I see that there's something that you're moving away from, but there may be someone else that comes into your life. This could be romantically or someone that comes around just to help you get through this. But with the King of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like you're going to take that help, but you're not going to have too much regard for this person. So just make sure if you're going towards someone new, that you let them know what's up, that you let them know that you may not be emotionally ready to get into something, and you let them decide, you know, if that's something that they want to invest their time in. And I'm not saying that to like reprimand you guys over anything. I'm just saying it so that you don't have any sort of karma on your plate that you're going to have to deal with in the future. Because usually when karma comes back to us, it comes back when we least expect it and when we least want it to, okay? So, you know, that person whose heart you really, really broke, you're not going to pay for it with, you know, that girl or guy that you were dating that you weren't really into it. You're going to pay for it when you find somebody that you want to marry or you find like that deep soulmate. Because that's when lessons come in, when it's going to hurt us the most, so that we can learn that lesson. So, you know, I'm only saying that because I wouldn't want you guys to put yourself in that position where you have to kind of wait for that karma to come back around. All right. Now, usually I leave it off at this, but a lot of this is you guys walking away from someone. So I am going to pull an Earth Magic Oracle card for you guys, but before that, I'm going to pull 3 cards of advice, you know, on just how to deal with the situation and how you guys should be going with the situation, okay? So let's see what's going on here. Give me 3 cards of advice for the sign of Virgo on how to proceed with the situation. 3 cards of advice for the sign of Virgo. Just whatever falls out, guys. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, sorry, I thought something else flipped. Okay. Give me one more card. Okay. Okay, cool. So this is why I want to do the advice, because I don't want to leave things off so morbid. I want to give you guys something to look forward to besides the fact that there's someone or something that you're leaving behind this month. So the cards are just reconfirming, okay? What you were being patient with, what you were investing your time in, it was a waste of time. You know, it's something that we just have to leave in the past. Although nothing truly is ever a waste of time. You know, there's lessons that we learn from these situations. For some of you, it could have been a fire sign that you were dealing with. Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. For others of you, you're going to take the energy of the Queen of Wands in the reverse, where it's like there's someone there, male or female, that's kind of being a diva, throwing a tantrum, just being passionately angry in a sense. So whoever that is, whether it's you being angry towards the situation or someone being very difficult to deal with, it's a waste of time. You know, so don't invest too much energy into that. You know, I know it's easier said than done, but do the best you can to kind of leave it at rest. With the 3 of Pentacles in the reverse, this just wasn't a situation that was going to work, okay? This is something that you weren't seeing eye to eye in the situation. There was someone here that wasn't feeling appreciated. There was someone here that wasn't getting recognition for who they were and what they were doing, okay? Now, there is going to be love that's coming in or a new opportunity that comes in. But at the time that this opportunity comes in, you guys are still going to be feeling the loss of what you had to let go. And it's so important for you guys to make sure you're not compromising this new opportunity that you have because of the pain that you have from the past. Okay, with the Empress, there's something new and beautiful that's going to come in here. Okay, you're letting something go, but something good is coming in. This is the goddess of fertility. This is someone who is very nurturing, and whatever she touches, you know, it's going to grow so beautifully. With the Nine of Swords in the reverse, and again, guys, I know this is easier said than done. You know, try your best not to worry, not to stress, not to lose any sleep over this person, not to, or the situation that you left, not to cause yourself, you know, unneeded or unwarranted anxiety over this heartbreak here. You know, you guys are going to feel like you're in a place that you don't know how to move forward with the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So it's like you're looking for a good path to go on, and you're going to be guarded, okay? But there is someone new or a new opportunity coming in with this Fool card, guys, and this is going to be something that you're very passionate about, or that you're going to be very passionate about, okay? So this is going to be a good step for you guys to take. So keep that in mind. Yes, you lost something, but something so much greater and bigger is coming in. So don't let that pass you by. Don't let your current pain, you know, blind your judgment or cloud your judgment and have you lose an opportunity that could be, you know, incredible for you. All right? So let's see what the guidance cards are saying for you guys this month. All right. What guidance does the sign of Virgo need for the month of October? What is the guidance that Virgo needs for the month of October? Alright, guys, let's see what falls out for you. Okay. You guys got nurturing. Nurturing and solitude, actually. Alright? I had just seen the nurturing at first. Solitude popped up behind that. So, you know, I'll definitely look into both. Now, with solitude, this isn't something I have to look up. But what this card is saying is that right now you're in a place that you have to become comfortable with your own silence. You have to find the power and being alone and truly finding that quiet, you know, innate power that you have within yourself. Okay, so with this, it's just, it's realizing that there's a way to be alone and not be lonely. And you have to find that power, because once you truly find that power of not necessarily needing somebody there, I don't think there's anything more powerful than that. You know, because, and it's a sad thing, you know, I see people who jump into relationships just so quickly, just with anybody, anyone who will give them, you know, the time of day. And it could be so detrimental to us if, you know, we just jump into anything and the person's not really meant for us. It's going to cause us so many problems. So, you know, before you get into something new, you want to make sure that you're okay being alone, that you truly know what you want, and that you have learned the lessons in the past. You know, what didn't work out for me? Why didn't it work out? What did I do myself to attract, you know, the situation that didn't work out? Okay, so be able to sort all of that out in your head, and don't be afraid of being alone for a little while. If that means, you know, stabilizing yourself again and, you know, learning who you are again. Now, the next card here is Gaia, nurturing. So I am going to read you guys the advice portion, okay? Receiving can be a sacred act if your intention to honor spirit, if your intention is to honor spirit. It is as holy as giving when performed with a humble and open heart. This is even truer when receiving much needed nurturing, so let others give to you. It may be a stretch to do so at times because of childhood conditioning, but that habit can be overcome. Your wounds can be healed. One way to achieve this is to nurture yourself and allow others to nurture you. Consider the actions you take that are self-nurturing. What comes to mind when you really think about doing beneficial things for yourself? Set aside your ritualized habits and beliefs that restrict the pure act of allowing your body, heart, and soul to be nurtured. Lie on the earth and ask Gaia to rock you in her bosom, and as you breathe with her and relax in her loving care. So this is a time, guys, that really, self-development, self-nurturing is really going to be the most important thing. You guys are getting out of a situation that was tough for you. There could have been someone that you had to let go that was really hard. There could have been a job that you had to let go and that was really, really hard for you. And you have to be, like I said, you have to be okay with yourself and with the solitude. I'm actually glad this card popped out as well because they go so well together. You have to make sure that you're in a place that you're okay with yourself. Okay, because if you guys go out and, you try to get into a new relationship or you try to get into just a new situation really, really quickly, you may be bringing upon the same issues that you had before. Because like I say, we always attract who we are. It may not be in the same way, the same specific way as we are. And what I mean by that, let's say, for example, you're extremely insecure about your looks, your body. Okay, let's say you're extremely insecure about that. Not saying that you're necessarily going to find somebody who's insecure about their body as well, but you may find someone who's insecure in the sense of being loved. Okay, so there could be problems there because you both have that core of, that inner core feeling of insecurity. So it's not always going to be displayed in the same way. Okay, and the reason I say that is because, someone had commented and they said, oh, no, I'm not attracting this person. Like they were cheating on me a lot. And, my response to that is, people cheat because, they're weak in a sense and they need to remind themselves that they are lovable. And maybe you're dealing with that because you feel weak too. Okay, so that's what you attract. You attract the core feeling of what you're doing, okay? So, yeah, there may be someone that's coming in for you guys. Allow that person to be there for you. Allow that person to nurture you. If it's something, in reference to love, just let them know, we could talk, but let's take this easy. Let's take this slow. And as Virgos, with that earth energy, I know that that's something that's going to be very important to you guys. Having something that's stable, having something that you can truly build a foundation before jumping in. And just let this person know, I'm in a place that I'm building myself. Yeah, we can talk, but I want to make sure that I'm good before jumping into anything. Because if I'm not happy with myself, how can I be happy with you? Okay? So that's what I'm going to leave you guys with, because I think that that's really what you guys have to focus on, nurturing yourselves this month, okay? Now, three things actually that I want to let you guys know. So, one, I am going to be in New York at the end of this month doing meet and greets. So this will be October 26th and October 27th, which is a Thursday and a Friday. Now, this will be in White Plains, New York, which is in Westchester County. Okay, and the tickets, they are going to be limited because what I'm doing is 1 hour time slots. So in this 1 hour, we're going to talk, chill. It'll just be me and you one-on-one, and I'll just read your cards. Just a chill day, okay? If you do want to bring anyone, you could bring up to 2 people for your session, and you guys can, split that up, or I'll read your cards however you guys want me to split that up, okay? So, yes, so that'll be one thing. And then 2, what was I going to say? Oh, I am doing one-on-one tarot lessons, okay? So this is going to be through Skype. So this is with all levels. So whatever you feel comfortable with, that's fine. In the description, I'm going to put the link to the event and a link to, well, not a link rather, but the information for the one-on-one tarot reading. I tell you guys the cards that I suggest and all of that good stuff. And the third thing for personal reading, guys, right now, and I say at the bottom of all my videos, at the bottom, of all the descriptions, I do try to get all of my readings out within 5 days because I don't like for you guys to be waiting too long. But the demand is going up. So right now, the most that it's going to take is anywhere from 7 to 10 days. But I will try to get it out to you within 5 days, okay? But 10 days, absolute max. So if you guys do get a reading, send me all the information that you need. But please, unless, 10 days pass, please do not, message me asking me where the reading is, especially if the 10th day hasn't come yet. So if the 11th morning you wake up and you don't have it, go for it, email me, do what you got to do. But please, let me work because I go through I go through the readings as I do them. So sometimes I'm not checking emails because I'm just working on the readings I have in front of me, because I have to finish those readings before I even look at your reading. And I do them in the order of the payments that I receive, okay? If there is a pressing manner, or if there is a pressing, situation that's happening, I definitely recommend the emergency same day if you feel like more than 5 days you're going to blow up, okay? So that option is there. If something is very, very pressing, I can get to you same day. And the prices are pretty reasonable, guys. So other than that, if there's anything that you guys need, all of my information about how to get in touch with me is in the description below. But thank you guys so much, and I will see you soon for your love readings. Take care.